What if I told you that there's two bows from the same company and they're the exact same price? And if you pick one, you'll be super excited. And if you pick the other, 2020 continues. Eight bows, all under $200. Which bow is best for you? The number one question I get is, what bow should I buy? And thank you for all the support. By purchasing our archery products, this allows me to buy these bows having no affiliation with these companies so that I can give you honest reviews. Specs, speed, smoothness, snaggability, and sacrifice is the scale we are testing these bows to. Each person is different and each bow is different, meaning I don't know exactly what bow you will need, but my goal is to give you enough information so that you can make an educated choice on the next bow to buy. So let's get right into it. A few reviews ago, I reviewed the SAS Pioneer bow, a bow with which that I frankly kind of definitely despise. And maybe not the company, but that specific bow, maybe not even that whole bow line, maybe there's better ones, but that bow I do not like. And today we're reviewing the SAS Maverick, which is a solid bow. Both bows cost the same price. If you get the wrong one, you'll experience hand shock. Today, straight to the answer. This bow is the SAS Maverick, and it is a solid bow. Very comfortable, fast, fun to shoot, smooth, a breeze, specs dead on, everything's great. It's like near the top of my list. Now you know you can go get this bow, but if you want to see the details, let's jump right into it. The specs say this bow is a 35-pound bow, which they are dead on. It is a 35-pound bow. The riser's made of Recurve, zebra, and the wood that starts with CH. And the limbs are made from Recurve and high-strength fiberglass. I think they're not quite telling the truth. Later on in the description, it says that the limbs are made from maple. Taking a look at this bow, it is clearly the maple and not the Recurve. The Recurve is gonna be this darker hardwood right here. And when you go forward, you'll see that it is maple all the way through. I do not think they have a veneer of Recurve. A normal arrow rest. It also appears we've got an endless loop D97 bowstring. It's got red serving, and the serving section fits the bow really well. It covers up the nocking point really well, and the serving actually even continues far enough down that if you do have string slap, it will hit the serving section and not the bowstring, which is good for the longevity of the bowstring. So there you have it. They are solid on their specs. We're going with a 9 out of 10 on the specs because everything's practically dead on except maybe that typo, but 9 out of 10 because that's what really matters, is that the draw weight's correct, that we get in the box what they say we're going to get. Check this out. I made this little bow a while ago. I think it's kind of cool, huh? Snaggability. Snaggability is the scale to which we test how fast we can pick up the bow and shoot it well. I took 50 shots at the same target with every single bow I've reviewed, and I score those on that target, and I'm shooting from 20 yards. And it's not about how good I shoot, but it's how good this bow is in relation to the other ones. And with that being said, this bow got a snaggability score of 422. Now that's tied for third out of these 8 bows with the Black Hunter in front of it, and the best bow is going to be coming in the future. Now an average of 406 on the snaggability scale, so this is above average, but it is in that middle range, and there's going to be some air for me. But as far as I'm concerned, it was really comfortable to shoot, and on the snaggability score, it got a thumbs up. We're giving it an 8 out of 10. On the snaggability test, it shot really well, it felt really well, and I learned it very fast. So we're gonna do a smoothness test, quietness test. You know, I can feel it, but I want you to hear how loud it is. The smoothness, quietness, and the comfortability of shooting the bow tend to go hand in hand. So here's the first shot with it. You can tell on the drawback, this arrow rest does a fantastic job. You hear nothing. Hear nothing. Nothing. On the release, pretty good snap. You can hear it. There's other ways to silence the bow with bowstringers, etc. Overall, this is pretty smooth, and comfortably, this handle, it's really good. I really like the form of this handle. It's one of my favorites that I have right now. So I'm gonna try to duplicate this in some of the bows I make, but let me take another shot here and let's just soak it in. So there you go. There is the SAS Maverick Smoothness Test. I'm giving it a 7. I believe this bow is really good with smoothness, and in comparison for other bows at this price is what I'm doing. So it gets a 7 out of a 10. Now the speed of this bow, we're taking 10 grains per pound of draw weight and shooting that through a chronograph 5 times. And we got 182 feet per second with this bow. I tend to find that bamboo cores are better than maple for speed, but this maple core did a really well job. It's a 60-inch bow, so it's not super short, but that recurve limb design definitely helps with that speed. And this is something that's often a toss-up. Lots of times as speed increases, comfortability decreases. Or when it gets more comfortable, the speed of the bow decreases. Now with this bow, they both kind of went up. It's very, very fast and it's very comfortable. And when you can find a bow with both of those things, I think it's really, really cool to have. A 35-pound bow that's not a takedown bow, but it is a recurve that's shooting 182 feet per second. Now that is a fast bow. We gotta give this a 9 out of 10 on the speed because now it's super interesting how the SAS Maverick has done so well and the SAS Pioneer has done so poorly. And if you saw that SAS Pioneer review, I'm thinking from all the reviews and everything I looked at that there's probably some inconsistency in their production of it, and I maybe just got a bad apple. But with this bow, it turned out really well. I really like the Maverick. For a bow under $200, this compact and this comfortable, it is an impressive bow. It's not my favorite out of these 8, but it's definitely in my top 3. And for sure, the highlight of this bow is the speed and the comfortability together. So on this sacrifice scale, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Under a $200 bow is a really cheap bow, and this bow is one I would definitely get again. I've really enjoyed shooting it. Overall, the SAS Maverick comes in 2nd place so far behind the Black Hunter. The Black Hunter got a 43 out of 50. The SAS Maverick gets a 40 out of 50. The only difference in the scores is the sacrifice. The SAS Maverick is more pricey. Now you are getting 2 different things, because one's a takedown longbow, the other one's a recurve bow that's non-takedown. And with the SAS Maverick, there's more exotic woods and maybe a prettier aesthetic overall, yet with the Black Hunter, it's just so cheap, so you don't have to spend any money basically to get it. So it is a give or take, but I would definitely get this bow again. I really liked it, and if you're looking for a recurve bow under $200, this would be one to highly consider. With that being said, if you are someone who bought one of our products, I want to thank you so much. And I also want to let you know that as the season of Christmas, as the season of the holidays, and with everybody staying home with what's going on in the world, the post office, UPS, FedEx are all just slammed. And so if you order something and it's not getting to you as fast as you would like, I am sorry. I wish I could do something to speed up them in the process. When you do order, we get it out within 48 hours. Even if it's a custom bowstring that you order, we will get it made and we'll ship it to you as soon as we can so you can get those products as soon as possible. So just wanted to say thank you for your patience with all of that. We are getting the products out as fast as possible and praying that the delivery services take care of the product. So thanks again for all the support. It means a ton to me. Stay shatterproof. Be positive. I'm for you guys. I'll see you soon on the next video. Both bows cost the same price. If you get the wrong one, you'll experience hand shock.